Hi friends. So in the last session, we have seen that the integration profile for a GOTM, right? So here we do have a integration between uh, ECC components to TM. So for that, actually, we have said the freight unit building, which is more important here. So this freight unit building rule, we can see what it does. Uh, for before going to that in-depth of freight unit building rule, I've just covered this one. And there is a automatic freight unit building activate. So this automatic freight unit building activate, then only when you create a sales order, it should integrate uh, and it will be created a freight unit in a TM. That is the freight unit is the first document which will be created in a SAP TM point of view, right? So this logistic integration profile we have to link somewhere else that I will explain you little later. There is a stage profile and stage profile condition. So what is the stage profile is there is a order came from the customer, but the delivery should happen in the different stages, right? So first it has to go into that our plan to nearest hub. From there, it has to go to that direct to that customer. So in that case, there is a two stages are there. So that kind of activity which you have to configured in a stage profile level and we need to assign that stage here itself. So there is a Incoterm stage building, right? So where we have to end our freight order, that is the close for us, right? So when we create a freight unit, then you have to convert this freight unit to the as per your plant. You need to prepare for freight order. That here we need to tell them where our process has to be end for the TM standpoint. So we do have like a Incoterm location for a destination that is a type 1, Incoterm location destination type 2. So for example, we are delivering to that export customer, but our responsibility will end only our, for example, if you are sending the goods to that US customer, right? So as for the agreement with as for the Incoterms with the customer, you will send the goods from your shipping point to harbor, nearest harbor. That is your responsibility will be end. From there, then the next action points, whatever is required, that will be taken care by or some LSP or like some by the customer itself. So those kind of a Incoterm locations, then there is a location one, those kind of things which is there. So according to that, system will pick which location it has to be end. Okay. Then order related setting is there. There is a two things which you want to be transferred to TM. Not like a when I create a sales order, there is no confirmed quantity. For example, order has been 100, and as for this, the system is not confirmed anything. In that case, I don't want to send that a requested quantity to TM, right? I should have a confirmed quantity which I need to plan for my transportation. So in that case, it has to be the 02, that is a plan to confirm quantity. If you want to send irrespective of that, either it is going to be confirmed or it might be might not be confirmed later as for availability, it will be changed. But in that case, you need to select with the requested quantity only. If you want only the confirmed quantity, you have to be select with a 0. Integrate based on the actual quantity. So that means which is actually confirmed, that quantity has to move the SAP TM and freight unit level, the quantity should show this one only. Okay. This is what we need to create it for a logistic integration profile. Then let's go with the freight unit building rule, what it does here. So first, freight unit building rule, let me open here. This is the freight unit building rule. So which will tell us what exactly we are going to do this freight unit building rule level. So this is a just a name, whatever you want, you can create it and description, then document type. So this document type is nothing but your freight unit type. So you have to define the freight unit type before you are creating your freight unit building rule. And you have to link when my freight unit building rule is this one, it has to create my freight unit with this document type. And this document type, what it control, we'll see that is a little later. If you don't want to create it a default based on your freight unit building rule, but there is some conditions which is required to determine my document. In that case, you have to use this document type determination for a condition. So based on the condition type, based on the conditions, it has to determine your document type. Okay. So there is the incompatibility settings. What is this incompatibility? So this freight unit, what it does actually, it has to create in a backend. As for your settings, it has to be respond, right? So if you make it incompatibility, you created a two items. One is a, let's take it, one item is a freezer item, one item is a normal item. And freezer item, you cannot compatible with a normal item. So we should have a plan, the delivery, transportation, everything according to your item type. So you can make it as a incompatibility settings according to the material, freight unit to freight unit, even freight order to freight order, and freight unit to the transporter, freight unit to the carrier. So there is a lot of incompatibilities which we can maintain, like a compartment to compartment also we do have. So those kind of incompatibility settings you have to create. That incompatibility profile you can assign it here. And this is the in the freight unit building rule. Post foremost thing is like a, what is your freight unit building strategy? So as for SAP point of view, right? So when you create a sales order, there might be a 10 different of line items. So which you have to be clubbed into that one item, or it has to create as for the item wise. According to your business and the nature of product, you need to plan it your FUBR, and you need to list out that. For example, one item, I have a 10 items in my different line items, but which is a normal items, which I can accommodate in a same transportation only. I don't want to plan it for an each and everything for a separate transportation. So in that case, you can make it as a consolidate as much as possible. Okay. This is the most important thing. So according to the business, this rule and strategy will be changed. It and freight unit update rule. This will be like a this is updated rules, so which is happen in a backend. And what is this? And one more is a critical quantity. What is this critical quantity does? So on what basis my freight unit has to be created? When I create a sales order, there is a quantity, there is a weight, there is a gross weight, net weight, and volumes as well, right? According to your critical quantity, which you have been maintaining FUBI, system will create a freight unit. Okay. Then item split allowed. There is a checkbox. So what is this item split allowed means? If you want to split it, this has to be activated first. And apply default route. This is a separate topic which we'll discuss a little later. And for this FUBR, if you have a dedicated equipment or dedicated vehicle types, you need to assign it. Otherwise, this we can do that in the resource itself. Here is a planning quantity. What is this quantity? So as I said, critical quantity, you make it as a based on the quantity. So you are planning it based on the quantity, or you can plan it based on your, as I said, net weight, and gross volume as well. And on what basis? Like a quantities, like a pieces or each, whatever you want to pack or whatever you want, you can do that according to that split. Split will happen. So this split, I'm saying like if my quantities are 10, then it has to be split. For example, if I order a 20 items, then it has to create for first 10 quantity is a one freight unit. The next quantity it has to be another freight unit. This rounding quantity is like this is rarely we use. It's always with a round with a one. For example, if I order with a 99, so then system point of view it will be round up and round down. So that kind of a quantity, you can do that. Okay, and save it. And now go back again the SAP. Here you can see this all integration profile we have been covered. What we need to do, like right now, we had been set up two things, right? One which we have created already is a control key. So where we have shown that like a where it has to be integrated. One second. Transportation management. Again, I'm going for a navigation, integration, logistics integration, and internal TM component. So right now we had been created a control key, and this control key will just integrate where it has to be integrated, either in order level, inbound level, or PO level, even the outbound level. So which we have been activated. And logistic integration profile level, we said like which FUBR is using and what basis it has to be a confirmed quantity or it has been planned quantity. You can do that integration. So then you have to assign these two combination into your respective definitions level. Okay. Define transportation relevancy of sales document. If you want to integrate to your sales order, so then you have to do some configuration. So according to this sales document integration, it will be based on your sales org, a distribution channel, a division, and which document you have to be integrated with the TM. Assume that there is a document for a customer pickup itself, right? So in that case, and where there is a consignment issue, which is not related to anything with the TM, right? So which document type you have to be integrate? That is a thing which you need to be defined. And according to your shipping condition, so there is a lot of shipping conditions according to your profile which is required and suitable. You need to integrate with the team that you can do that. There is a chances like a customer is coming here and picking the quantity directly. So in that case, there is no necessary to integrate with the TM. So where you are not doing any planning because the customer itself is coming to our premises and picking the product. Okay. So what we had been created a control key and we had created earlier as a logistic integration profile that you are assigning it here. Okay. Before, if I can see, I did created anything with a GOTM sales arc. So let me create one sales order and just observe if I'm not assign anything here, what will happen? Okay. GOTM is my document type and customer is 171 and 1149 is my material. Just for a test, I'll just create it, order quantity 1 and save it. So if the setting is not been done with the order integration, then system will not create any integration to SAP TM. The TM status tab you cannot see here right now. So why it is not integrating here? So as of now, we have not been set up this one. Let's create it new entry. Go and create your sales arc is a GOTM, distribution is a 0, division is a 0, and the document type is a GOTM. What shipping conditions we do have according to the shipping conditions which you want to be send it to TM. Okay. Then the control key which we had been created earlier step, that same thing control key we need to assign. And same for a logistic integration profile as well. Just save it, assign it. Now let's create it another order. Here you guys has to observe there is a TM status tab will be added now. Okay, let me save it. Just go to the display. Just observe there is a TM status tab has been added. So how would I know my document has been integrated? The answer is like a you need to check which document has been related here and on what condition, what shipping condition it is been. So for now, you can see this SAP TM status and you can see the control key which had been created earlier. You can see here. And if you can click on document flow, it will be created. As I said, my quantity as like based on the quantity it has to be created. I had selected only one, so it has been one freight unit. Okay. Same thing, like as I said, there is an three levels we can be integrate, right? One is the sales document level. The another one is the defined transportation relevancy of purchase document. For example, if it is a MM related, you want to be integrate with the purchase orders. So the same thing, like the integration profile and control keys you have to define earlier. And here you need to link according to your purchase arc, purchase group, and your whatever the order type. All right. So then you have to link with your control key and logistic integration profile. And there is like some cases where you are integrating your documents or your ECC documents, ECC profiles to your TM. When you are integrating based on the outbound delivery or a delivery level only. It's not a outbound delivery or inbound delivery. Both integrations you need to set up here itself. On what basis it will be integrated? Based on your shipping point and your delivery document type and the shipping condition. These three combination, unique combination, you can assign your control key and logistic integration profiles. Okay. So just you can see if my shipping point is 0TM and my delivery type is LF, then the shipping condition is 02, then it will take the control key as a 0TM and logistic integration profile is a 0TM only. Okay. If you assign this one, what it happen? And there is a chances like according to the client, they are not integrating anything for a order related. When they create an order, there is no freight unit will be created. But when you create the outbound delivery only, it has to be integrated with the team. In that case, you have to assign only the integrations document here itself, not in the sales order level. This is like a definitely is a huge discussion and final calls has to take it. Then only we can do that. Okay. So what will happen if I do this one? There is a integration at a sales order level. At same time, I want to see the same integration in the delivery level also. So here there is a freight unit 334 which has been created, right? So now let's create for the same sales order only. I want to create for a delivery now. Okay, just save it and go to the display and see the TM status. Here also it is a remain same because the control key we maintain. But now on what basis it is showing? There is the outbound delivery. Under that, there is a freight unit. But freight unit is not created now. What is created in a sales order level? Same freight unit. It is just linking in the outbound delivery also. Okay, that's all for the SAP TM integration, and we'll see if anybody want. Just let us know. Either you have any questions or anything, you can comment it in this comment box. Thank you.